There are few things worse than getting a call from your boss while you're supposed to be on sick leave and having that boss ask you about a vacation you're definitely not supposed to be on, especially when that boss has screenshots of you with some other guy at the beach. That's what happened to my now ex-girlfriend, Melanie. And I'm the one who sent those screenshots. I'm still trying to figure out if I feel guilty about it, or if it was the sweetest, most deserved karma I've ever seen. This is a story about a woman who thought she could lie her way through life and a man who just got tired of being a supporting character in her fantasy. My name is Kevin. I'm 28, and I'm a freelance graphic designer. My life, honestly, was pretty good. Quiet. I worked from home, had a few solid clients, and spent my evenings with my girlfriend, Melanie. She was 26, a project coordinator at a decent tech company here in the city, and we've been living together for about a year and a half. Things were fine. They weren't perfect, but they were fine. We had a routine. We had our favorite takeout spots. We had a life. Or so I thought. Last Monday, everything changed. Melanie woke up looking pale. She said she felt terrible, dizzy, nauseous. The whole thing. She called into work sick, and I, being the good boyfriend I thought I was, made her some soup, got her some medication, and made sure she was comfortable. Tuesday, same thing. She was still feeling terrible. Wednesday, she said she had to see a doctor. This is where it got a little weird. She insisted on going alone. Said she didn't want me to catch whatever she had. I thought, okay, that's fair. She came back later that day with a doctor's note, a legit-looking one, saying she had acute gastroenteritis and needed a full week off work. I was concerned, of course. I asked if I should cancel my client meetings to take care of her, but she said no. She told me her friend Brianna, who is a nurse, will be checking on her during the day. It made sense. She was worried about my work, and I appreciated that. Thursday morning, I was in my home office when I realized I forgot to send an important invoice. The file was on our shared laptop, the one Melanie usually used. I went to grab it from the bedroom, but she wasn't there. I figured she was in the bathroom or something. I waited 20 minutes. Still nothing. I texted her, "You okay?" She texted back, "Yeah, just needed some fresh air. Took a walk." A walk? For someone with acute gastroenteritis? It was strange, but try not to think too much about it. She came back about an hour later, looking fine. Not great, but not like someone who was too sick to keep watered down. I didn't connect the dots until Friday. I was on a work break, just scrolling Instagram, when I saw a story from Brianna, Melanie's supposed nurse friend. It was a selfie from what looked like an airport, and the caption said, "Vegas girls trip starts now." It was time-stamped at 5 a.m. that morning. My heart dropped a little. If Brianna was in Vegas, who was checking on Melanie, I checked Melanie's public Instagram. No new posts, but I could see she was active, watching stories. That little green dot was on. Then I remembered something she had told me a long time ago, something she probably thought I had forgotten. She had a second account, a close friend's account. She made it so she could post more uninhibitedly. A knot formed in my stomach. I knew her password was saved on her laptop. It was a rookie mistake, I know. But in that moment, I wasn't thinking about privacy or trust. Something felt fundamentally, terribly wrong. So I logged in. My jaw literally dropped. The first story, posted 6 hours ago, was her and Brianna at the airport. The next, posted 3 hours ago, was a poolside selfie, with a dude's arm around her. The next, an hour ago, was a picture of her with some colorful cocktails on a beach. The caption? Vitamin C curing all my ailments. The dude with his arm around her was in a lot of the pictures. Tall, tattooed. Definitely not someone I had ever seen before. And they were looking very, very cozy. And then, just to add insult to injury, I saw she had posted on her main public Instagram story a throwback photo from last month with the caption, "Missing summer days while stuck in bed sick." The absolute audacity. I sat there just shaking, not from heartbreak, not from sadness. I was shaking from pure, unadulterated rage. She was in Vegas, partying on a beach with another guy, using her sick days for a vacation she was too scared to tell me about. And here I was, making soup for an illness she didn't have. And that's when I snapped. I knew her boss's email. I had been CC'd on a few things before when she needed design help. Without a second thought, I composed an email. The subject line was concerning Melanie's medical leave. "Dear Mr. Rodriguez," I wrote. I thought you should be aware of a potential misuse of medical leave. While Melanie submitted documentation for severe gastroenteritis requiring a week off, these screenshots from her social media today show her in Vegas, clearly healthy enough for beach activities and cocktails. I'm sharing this as someone concerned about workplace integrity. Attached are time-stamped screenshots. I hit send, and then I started packing her things. Want to hear the full story? Click the video, or check it out on my channel. Before going ahead, if you don't want to miss latest Reddit stories, make sure to subscribe to the channel. She didn't come home. Not that I expected her to. I just spent the evening packing up her stuff, boxing it all up. All her clothes, her shoes, her little trinkets, all her skincare stuff that took up the entire bathroom counter. I put it all in boxes, labeled them, and stacked them neatly by the front door. It was weirdly cathartic, like I was literally cleaning the poison out of my life. I woke up the next morning, Saturday, to a phone that was basically on fire. 37 missed calls from Melanie. A novel's worth of texts. They went from confused to furious to panicked. What did you do? Mr. Rodriguez called me asking about Vegas. This is insane, you psycho. It was a work trip I couldn't tell you about. You just ruined my life over a misunderstanding. A secret work trip. That's what she was going with. A secret work trip where she was cuddled up with some random dude at the beach with cocktails. I didn't respond. There was nothing to say. I just moved her boxes into the living room so they were out of my way. Around noon, I heard the key turn in the lock, and the door flew open. It was Melanie. She was still in the clothes she'd worn on the plane, looking disheveled, furious, and just awful. You absolute piece of garbage. Do you know what you've done? She screamed, her voice echoing in the now quiet apartment. Hey, Mel, I said, as calmly as I could manage. How was your gastroenteritis treatment in Vegas? Her face contorted. For a second, she looked like she wanted to cry. But then she doubled down on the lie. It was a last-minute work retreat. I couldn't tell you because... Stop! I cut her off. Just stop. I saw the close friend stories. I saw Tattoo Guy. I know it wasn't work. The shift in her expression was something I'll never forget. The anger just melted and was replaced with this look of indignant rage. You hacked my Instagram. That's illegal. I'm calling the police. I actually laughed. A hollow, bitter laugh. You save your password on our shared laptop. Go ahead, call them. Explain how your boyfriend found evidence of you committing fraud with your employer. I'm sure they'll be really interested in that. That's when the tears started. The fake tears. Full waterworks. I was stressed. Work has been killing me. Brianna said a quick trip would help. I didn't plan to meet anyone. It just happened. Please, I'll explain to Mr. Rodriguez that it was a mistake. A mistake? This wasn't a mistake. You got a fake doctor's note, Melanie. That's not a mistake. That's fraud. She tried to argue. It wasn't fake. My friend's boyfriend is a doctor. He just helped out. I just stared at her. So now you're admitting to medical fraud, too? This just keeps getting better. The tears stopped as quickly as they started. She went back to anger. She started screaming about how I was controlling, abusive, that I had no right to contact her job. The neighbors probably heard every word. Then she dropped the bombshell. Damon understands me, she spat. He doesn't monitor my every move like you do. My stomach did a somersault. Damon? That's Tattoo Guy's name? How long have you known Damon? Exactly. She realized she messed up. She tried to backtrack, but it was too late. I just met him there. It's nothing serious. Serious enough to risk your job for, apparently, I said. Just then, her phone rang. It was Mr. Rodriguez. She answered it right there in front of me, probably thinking she could sweet-talk her way out of it. I could only hear her side of the conversation. Yes, sir. I understand. It's not what it looks like. My boyfriend is just jealous. And no, but then she paused. Her face went pale. But the doctor's note. Yes, sir. Monday morning. I understand. She hung up the phone, a defeated look on her face. I have to go on Monday for a disciplinary meeting, she said, her voice shaking. This is your fault. No, Melanie, I said, my voice quiet but firm. This is what happens when you lie to everyone around you. You made these choices. She grabbed some clothes and stormed out, saying she was staying with Brianna. 20 minutes later, I got a text from Brianna. What the hell did you do? Melanie is hysterical. You just ruined her career over a girl's trip. I didn't dignify it with a verbal response. I just forwarded her the screenshots. The ones of Melanie
that
and
weekend
Damon was a
Brianna
blur
left
of
me on
drama.
read.
Saturday night, my phone rang, and it was Melanie's mom. Now, I've always had a decent relationship with her parents. They're nice people, or at least I thought they were. But Melanie had clearly spun quite the tale. "How could you do this to our daughter?" she said, her voice shaking. "She made one small mistake, and you're trying to destroy her life." I took a deep breath. "Mrs. Reeves, your daughter didn't make a small mistake. She lied to her employer, forged a doctor's note, and used it to go on a vacation with another man." The line was quiet for a second. "She told us you were being controlling and jealous," her mom said. "Mrs. Reeves," I said as calmly as I could, "I have all the screenshots. Would you like me to send them to you?" No, that's okay. I'll talk to her." Sunday brought a new level of crazy. Melanie started posting on her main Instagram, the one all our friends and family followed, about toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse. Her friends were eating it up, commenting things like "you deserve better" and "he's trash." And then I saw a new post. It was a selfie of her and Damon in our city. The man flew back with her. She brought her vacation hookup to the city where we live while she was supposed to be preparing for a disciplinary meeting about the vacation she took to see him. I couldn't believe the balls on this woman. But the real kicker came Monday morning. I was getting ready for work when I got a call from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer it, but something told me to. It was Damon. "Hey, bro," he said, and I swear I almost hung up right there. "I think we need to talk man to man." "I'm listening," I said, and my voice was tight. "Look, I didn't know Melanie had a boyfriend," he said. "She told me you guys broke up months ago. But now she's staying with me in my hotel and talking about moving in together, and it's been like 4 days. I'm starting to think she's not being straight with me." I sent him the screenshots. All of them, including the one where she's fake sick on her public profile while she's partying with him in her close friend story. He texted me back a minute later. Holy! She told me she was single and on a work vacation. Said her ex was stalking her and got her fired. "Man, I'm sorry. I don't do the whole homewrecker thing." "You're good, dude," I texted back. "You didn't know. But good luck with whatever she's telling you now." "Yeah, she's already talking about how we're soulmates, and I should help her sue you for defamation," he replied. "After 4 days, I'm getting the hell out of here." Monday afternoon, Melanie's disciplinary meeting happened. She was texting me throughout. "They're asking for proof. The doctor's note is real. I need you to say you made up the screenshots. Please, I'll do anything. If you ever loved me, you'll help me. Answer me. This is your fault. You owe me." I didn't respond to any of it. At 5 p.m., she called me, crying. "They fired me," she sobbed. "Zero tolerance policy for time card fraud. Are you happy now?" "Melanie," I said, tired, "you committed fraud. You lied to your employer, to me, to Damon. This isn't my fault. I'll sue you for interference with my employment," she screamed. "Good luck with that," I said. "I'm sure the court will be very interested in your fake doctor's note." She hung up on me, and I just stood there, holding my phone, finally feeling a tiny bit of peace.
After I hung up with
It was
Melanie,
over.
I thought, okay,
So
that's
I
it.
thought. It's over. The drama is done. I was wrong. The last 2 days were absolutely unhinged. Monday night, after getting fired, Melanie went full nuclear. She started calling my clients. She knew some of them from helping me with presentations, and she told them I was unstable, that they shouldn't work with me. One client, a guy named Marco I've worked with for years, called me concerned. "Hey man, your ex just called saying you're having a mental breakdown and I should be careful working with you." I explained the situation briefly, trying to keep it professional but also not sounding like a psychopath. Mark just laughed. "Wow, that's something. Don't worry about it, man. Your work speaks for itself." Thankfully, all my clients reacted similarly. If anything, they felt bad for me. Tuesday morning, I woke up to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down the entire driver's side. I checked my doorbell cam. It was a hooded figure at about 3 a.m., but I'd bet my laptop it was Melanie. I filed a police report, but the officer said without clear footage of her face, it would be hard to prove anything. But it was on record now. Tuesday afternoon, Brianna, Melanie's supposed best friend, reached out. "Can we talk?" she texted. "Melanie is spiraling, and I'm worried." We met for coffee. Brianna looked exhausted. "Look, I need to apologize, she said. I didn't know about Damon when I agreed to the Vegas trip. She told me she was planning to break up with you and needed a girl's weekend to clear her head. And you didn't think to tell me what was happening when you found out? I asked. She's my best friend, she said, her voice small. Or she was. I don't know anymore. She's lost it. She's been at my place since Damon ghosted her Monday night. She's talking about suing you, suing her company, suing Damon for emotional damages. She spent all night making fake LinkedIn profiles to trash talk Mr. Rodriguez and the company. I'm scared she's going to do something really stupid. I thanked Brianna for the heads up. She told me she was planning on asking Melanie to leave her apartment because the situation was getting scary. That evening, the property manager for my building emailed me. Someone called claiming to be your employer. The email read, saying you've been fired and wouldn't be able to pay rent. He didn't buy it. Thank God, because he knows I'm freelance. This woman was trying to get me evicted. Wednesday morning, today, I woke up to a new development. Melanie had posted a GoFundMe. The title was Help Me Rebuild After Domestic Abuse. Her story claimed I isolated her, controlled her finances, got her fired through manipulation, and left her homeless. The goal was $10,000. The sheer, unmitigated audacity. I started getting messages from mutual friends. Some believed her story without question. Others were skeptical and reaching out for my side. I didn't respond to the messages. I just made one Facebook post. No drama, no details, just the facts. For those asking, Melanie and I broke up after I discovered she took fraudulent sick leave to vacation with another man. Her employer terminated her after I provided evidence of the fraud. I have not and will never engage in abuse of any kind. I wish her the best in her future endeavors. I attached one screenshot, the one where she's at the beach with Damon, while her main story claims she's sick in bed. Her GoFundMe got taken down within hours. Turns out lying on a fundraising platform is against the terms of service. Who knew? It's been a couple of months now. I thought I'd give one last update. Melanie's life completely imploded, and it was entirely self-inflicted. After her GoFundMe got yanked, she tried starting a new one under a different name that got caught too. She got kicked out of Brianna's apartment after Brianna caught her trying to take out credit cards in Brianna's name. Yeah, she escalated to attempted identity theft. Brianna filed a police report and got a restraining order. The fake LinkedIn profiles she made to trash her former employer? LinkedIn's legal team sent her a cease and desist. Her former company is considering legal action for defamation and cyber harassment. Remember her friend's boyfriend who gave her the fake doctor's note? Turns out he's not actually a doctor. He's a medical student, and his medical school found out. Last I heard, he was facing disciplinary action. Melanie ended up moving back with her parents 2 hours away, but not before one final act of desperation. She tried to break into my apartment when I was at a client meeting. A neighbor called the cops. She told them she lived there and lost her key. Cops asked for ID, saw the address didn't match, and arrested her for attempted B&E. I didn't press charges. I just wanted her gone. Her parents reached out to apologize. They were mortified when they learned the truth. Apparently, she'd been spinning tales to them for years. This was just the first time it all caught up with her. The vacation boyfriend, Damon, he texted me last week. Dodge a bullet, man. She showed up at my job trying to get me to pay for her lawyer fees. Security had to escort her out. How did you date her for 3 years? Honestly, I've been asking myself the same question. As for me, I'm doing okay. I lost some mutual friends who chose to believe her version, but the real ones stuck around. My clients have been super supportive. I even got a new project from one of them who felt bad about the whole situation. I started therapy to process everything. My therapist says I showed remarkable restraint given the circumstances. I'm still working on not feeling guilty about that email. She made her choices, but I made mine too. The apartment feels weirdly empty, but peaceful. Got a new couch. The old one had too many memories. I adopted a cat. Named him Solo. Seemed fitting. Oh, and I changed all my passwords. Learned that lesson. To everyone who said I should have just broken up with her quietly, you're probably right. But you know what? Sometimes people need to face the consequences of their actions. She chose to lie, cheat, and commit fraud. All I did was make sure the truth came out. Would I do it again? Honestly, probably not. The drama, the stress, the keyed car wasn't worth it. But in that moment, seeing her living it up on a beach while I was making her soup for an illness she didn't have, yeah, I snapped. Life lesson. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And maybe don't save your passwords on shared devices.